In today's instalment of Crazy Stuff with the Hobbit, she is mixing up a fresh batch of what looks to be mincemeat, not for human consumption. This is for the dogs. I've just spent the last half hour cutting up pig's hearts, livers, pancreas. That was it, wasn't it?
And kidney.
And kidney. I wasn't going to film that because I don't want to get demonetised for graphic content. You know what the world is like nowadays. You show a little bit of blood and gore and that's it. Anyway, let's just see what the Hobbit's up to. And then she's got a couple of spectators. I wonder why.
Look who's down there.
I wonder why you two are looking. Cheeky bastards. Right now I'm going to give the mutts 2 tins with some leftovers. Not leftovers, but look,
Guess who knows?
he knows as well, look. Yeah, you'll see. What's the matter, Ludo? One for Kira, one for Cluedo. You'll notice that out of the 2 dogs, Kira is the intelligent one. To stop the tin scooting around the floor, she puts her foot in it. Ludo, like a daft pillock, he'll chase that roasting tin all around the kitchen. So, crazy mutts. Anyway, we'll just see what the Hobbit's up to. And then we'll get on with some other things. And yeah, just a bit of a daily vlog. Crazy weird shit that the Hobbit gets up to again as well. Oh, getting the debubbler out.
Yeah, I can't use it on their actual meat because that's too soft. Oh shit.
Do you want this tea towel?
Yes, please. Any tea towel would do, the one that you were holding.
No, that's a clean one. I'm using that. I know some of you are thinking, oh, well, why'd you bother doing all that when you can just go to the supermarket and get a tin of dog food? We don't know what's in the tin of dog food. It's not just meat, and quite often it's crap that they put in there. All sorts of chemicals, bits and pieces. Obviously, some dog food isn't like that, but you pay through the nose for that sort of dog food. So what we do is we buy in raw bits and pieces, whatever we can get at the time, whether it's pork, chicken, pig's hearts, livers, kidneys, pancreas, all sorts of offal and crap. Comes frozen, thaw it out, chop it up, put it through the grinder, and then the Hobbit cans it. And when it's in those jars, that's shelf stable then. And we've never had one go off all the time she's been pressure canning. So it's a bit of good food for the mutts. There you go. That's why we do it.
You can't always get the dog food up the road.
No, I don't suppose it works out any cheaper time we do it, but we know what's in it.
Well, I was going to say, it's
Yeah.
not all of it. It's not only the cost. Yes, the cost is part of it, but it being done, don't they? And joining in. You can help me seal the lids.
Who?
You.
Can do.
You don't have to. I don't know if I'm filling them up too much.
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is 500 litres of red diesel, which comes in at just over 600 euros. When we filled that tank up, when we got that tank, it's a 750 litre tank. We filled that up. That cost us 480 euros for 750 litres. It's now costing us over 600 euros for 500 litres. The robbing bastards at the top are still screwing us who are down at the bottom. There's no need for fuel to be that price. There isn't a shortage of oil. I think that a lot of these governments and big companies are using, obviously, COVID and the war in Ukraine to artificially inflate prices. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that should keep us going for the next couple of years with the tractor and the digger. Now, I don't know what is going on in our neighbourhood. Whether it's like rats from a sinking ship or what, I don't know. Now, that house over there, I was just zooming while I'm chatting. There's an old boy who lives over there. He got taken off in an ambulance. Not the first time, but he's not returned, and his grass has got very, very long. So there's nobody in that house at the moment. The farmer's house over the road from us is up for sale. It's not our cup of tea, but it's reasonable price. It's well over an acre of land, 3 bedrooms, 154,000 euros. House just round the corner, that's up for sale, 172,000 euros. So whether they all know something that we don't, we're not too sure, but we're not moving. Other English couple round the corner, they moved, Mark and Alicia, they've gone. Yeah. So it's going to be a bit of an influx of new people in our little hamlet. Not that we talk to anybody, but, so we don't really know what's going on. So the old boy over there, I think he told us he had a stroke or something like that. He come shuffling down the road one day when we was doing something out there, and he was waffling on saying that his family used to own our house and land and this, that and the other. He's a bit of a doddery old git. He's probably not as old as he looks, but yeah, so he got whisked off in an ambulance, and we've not seen him since, and very few people have been going in that house.
But that has happened before.
But yeah, it's like, it has happened before, so you never know, he might return and think, fucking hell, stay at my grass. But there you go. So that's our little bit for today, our little daily vlog. We got now filled, the tank is full up. The Hobbit says he had a bit of a job getting it all in there, so we probably...
There is space in the top, but it's because he's got that big long...
Yeah. So we're up to about 750 litres again. So, as I say, that'll keep us going for 2, maybe 3 years.
Definitely 750 litres in there.
It just saves having to go to the petrol pumps. There's not a lot of difference. Was it 130 a litre or thereabouts? Roughly, I'm not interested in...
Less than that, wasn't it?
No, it was about 130 something. Up at the pumps, it is, what is it, 170?
170, 180.
About 180 for road diesel, and red diesel's about 120 to 130. So it is cheaper, but it's not so much the price, it's the aggravation of going up to the filling station with jerry cans, and then the Hobbit has to lift the jerry cans up quite high to fill the tractor or the digger. We've got a 750 litre tank with an electric pump, and it's just like filling it up at a filling station. Just drive the tractor up to the garage, fill it up, there you go, bish bash bosh, job is a bloody good un. So anyway,
1.329.
eh? 1.329 euros per litre. I mean, that's still robbing you blind, aren't they? I know farmers are complaining because obviously if they buy it in bulk they might get it a bit cheaper, but it's not a lot cheaper. It just shows you how much we get shafted, doesn't it? Anyway, that's a bit of a rant, so...
I'm going to give you the price for petrol.
Petrol?
Diesel.
Oh, road diesel.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's 28 cents a litre.
So the price for road diesel up at the pumps is 170 at the moment. So there is a bit of difference.
500 litres as well.
And yeah, over 500 litres, it does work out quite a bit. So anyway, that's our little daily vlog for today. So I'm not doing daily vlogs, but every now and again I'll put one out Farmers are all busy, they've all getting their silage cut. They're out collecting hay at the moment, so the red farmers, as we call them, because they've all got Massey Fergusons, they get contractors in for their silage. So they did all that the other day. That's all rolled and sheeted up. They're now out cutting hay. 2 tractors have just gone out, one with a front loader and one with a big long bale trailer on it. Blue farmers, the ones over the road, we call them the blue farmers because they've got New Holland tractors. They're doing the same, baling up. I don't know if, because their house is for sale, we think they've got a farm somewhere else. They was using the farm down there, but we're not seeing them up and down the road quite as much. So we ought to ask them, really, didn't we? They only live over the road, but there you go.
That means talking to people.
Yeah, talking to people. Nah. Anyway, that's it for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next one. Bye for now.